Hi, good afternoon. Bihar today is one of India's fastest rising economic stories. According to Bihar Economic Survey 2024-25, the state now ranked second among the fastest growing states in the country. Bihar gross state domestic product has crossed 8.54 lakhs crore at current price, growing at an impressive 14.5%, and its service and industrial sector together contribute nearly 80% of the state economy. The industrial landscape of Bihar is transforming rapidly. Statewide industrial investments have reached 75,000 crore. MSME registration has touched a massive 1.79 million, and Baida has operational industrial clusters across Patna, Bihta, Hajipur, Muzaffarpur, Darbhanga, Gaya, Begusarai, and Bhagalpur. All the large districts are covered here. Large sectors like food processing, ethanol, textiles, dairy, logistics, renewable energy, IT, ITS are expanding quickly, and each of these sectors depends heavily on structured tax compliance and advisory support. Bihar now has Bihar now has more than 6.3 lakh active GST taxpayers, contributing nearly 4.3% of India's total GST taxpayer base. State GST collections have crossed 38,000 crore, registering an 18% annual growth, and the number of income tax filers has risen to almost 17 lakhs. This shows one thing very clearly. Bihar economy is formalizing at an unprecedented speed, and where formalization grows, tax compliance becomes a huge opportunity. Behind every GST registration, every MSME, every industrial unit, every startup, every logistic hubs, and every corporate expansion, there is a continuous need for GST filing, ITC reconciliation, tax audit, corporate tax planning, personal tax support, payroll and TDS, compliance, dispute resolutions, and finally, the digital tax transformation. With more than 65 lakh registered GSTIN in the state code and lakhs of medium and small medium enterprise entering the tax ecosystem each year, Bihar is now emerging as one of the India's largest untapped market for high quality technology enabled tax consultancy services. Through this video, I will take you through the emerging opportunity which lies in the taxation consultancy, the compliance services, and the other tax requirement of the industrial revolution which is taking in Bihar. This video is about how we can build a world-class tax consultancy practice in Patna, leveraging build Bihar economic growth, rising corporate activity, industrial expansion, and the massive recurring long-term tax compliance opportunity that is opening up right now. Tax consultancy expansion. Let us go through this video and seize the Patna's emerging tax market. Bihar economic demography. As per the Economic Survey 2024-25, Bihar ranks second among the fastest growing states in the country. GSDP for the financial year 2023-24, 8,54,429 crore at current price and 4,64,000 crores at constant price. This is the volume which takes Bihar at the top 7th states in the country. And because of this volume, the growth rate is 14.5%. Obviously, the fact is, though late, but Bihar is growing. So the opportunity also lies immense. Other states where the growth has already taken place, still further opportunities are there, but the vaster opportunities lies in these states where the growth is still to happen. The total expenditure of was 2.52 lakh crore in financial 2023-24. So this is the budget size of uh, Bihar as on today. The service sector remains the largest contributor to GSDP. So again, if the service sector remains the largest contributor, the industrial sector or the secondary sector or the primary sector, agriculture has still immense opportunity to contribute and take this state to next level. Roads and infrastructure, one, this is the one among the parameter where the growth has taken very fast. Since 2005 to 2024 or 25, last 2 decades, the road is now from 835 to 1.17 lakh kilometer. Means all the districts are now connected with the capital cities. Means the interconnection, the communication. It's not only the digital communication which is taking place, also the physical communication. The physical infrastructures are also growing in Bihar. The digital governments and entry sector. Now we are working in the era of AI. So Bihar is also not far behind. Means the adaptability, the accommodation of AI is in Bihar also. The government adapted technologies like CCTNs, CFMS, Cyber Cell, e-challan while promoting e-governance per capita energy consumptions. Next, the industrial demography of Bihar. MSME registration 1.7 million. Udyam registration. Industrial cluster, Baida. Baida is the industrial cluster. This includes Patna, Beta, Motipur, Muzaffarpur, Hazipur, Darbhanga, Gaya, Begusarai, Bhagalpur, Saharsa, and Purnia. Covers all the larger districts. A startup policy has also started in Bihar. The BFSI banking sector, RBI regulatory data shows active bank expansion and public and regional bank operation across the states. There are 9 sugar mills which are operational. 2,300 and 5,000 kg milk collected from the dairy, textile, 14 districts active, 3 silk varieties, total 60.5 tons raw silk produced. Handloom, 33.34 crores power subsidy has been given to the handloom to encourage the business of handloom sectors. Operational industrial units, 353 food processing, 26 tourist, 20 textiles, 13 renewable energy, 12 IT and ITS, 10 woods and industry, and 12 ethanol energy are operationals. They are already running. And after the formation of the new government, recently the new government of has been formed, their major focus during this coming 5-year tenure will be industrial growth. Sector-wise investment, food processing, 3,517 crores. Similarly, similar investment has taken place in ethanol, cement, and renewable energy. Moving ahead, Bihar, taxes and democracy. Let us see, this is interesting data. ITR filers. Bihar reports roughly 1.7 million ITR filers. A state where major contribution comes from service sector. Still, 17 lakhs people are filing ITR. GST taxpayers here, Bihar contributes roughly 4.3% of India's active GST taxpayers. 6.3 to 6.5 lakh active GST taxpayers in Bihar are present. This signals rising GST coverage and a growing indirect tax client base. State tax GST collections. Bihar collects 38,000 crores in GST or other taxes, which is an 18% increase over last year. So the growth trajectory is continually moving ahead. Direct tax base and filing. Nationwide ITR filing rose to record levels 7.28 crores nationally pan India, and Bihar contribution was 17 lakhs there. GST collections. The 5 years figures are here. From 26,000 crores we have moved to 38,000 crores in just a span of 5-6 years. So immediate addressable market for any consultant will be MSME, manufacturing clusters, agri-value chains, real estate, infra, BFSI, NBFCs, public sector. These are the immediate opportunities for any consultancy services which is related to taxation, which is related to compliance, which is related to other customized services which is required by these industries. Next, economic and business opportunities. in Patna. So the figures, the volumes in the previous slides gives us a visualization what type of opportunities lies ahead in a state like Patna, in a state like Bihar, as well as the capital city Patna and other tier 1, tier 2 cities. So these are the opportunities which lies in Bihar. We can go through it. Moving ahead, tax consultancy, critical service for Indian business. This is one of the requirement. The compliance, fulfillment, and since the government itself are using all the smart tools, the AI-driven technology, so now it's very difficult to hide from the requirement, fulfilling the requirement of government compliances. And to fulfill the government compliance, obviously, it required a smart tax consultant. Either you yourself become smart or you hire some smart tax consultant so that the penalty, the minimization of tax, the proper plannings are there. And with this proper planning, try to build the top lines and focus more on the business. So navigate complex tax regulations and frequent law changes require tax consultancy for any industry and ensure compliance with digital reporting and GST requirement, which obviously it fulfilled by any specialized persons only. So that further demands for tax consultancy. Optimize tax liability through strategic planning, manage risk via audit, controversy support and documentation, plus drive value cost saving regulatory certainty and strategic insights. All these requirements of any corporate sector, irrespective of their size, attract a specialized professional tax professionals, which is further going to help you out in fulfilling all your requirements. High value tax opportunities in Patna market. Targeted tax services to capture the high value tax opportunities in the Patna markets are basically the corporate taxation and compliance, the GST and indirect tax services, transfer pricing, and international tax opportunities are there. Personal tax and payroll advisory services can be availed, and that opportunity lies. Similarly, digital taxes and e-invoicing and advisory and growth services. So all these requirement attracts a national professional firms to start their business in Bihar. List of notable large enterprise public entities who are operating in Bihar as of now. So these are thus just top 20. To name NTPC, Bihar State Power Holding Company, and Bihar State Electricity Board. These are the discoms of the Bihar who are supplying the electricity to the individuals as well as the commercial sectors. Coal India office is there. Hindustan Unilever, ITC, Adani Group, Jindal, Amar Raja Britannia, Maruti Suzuki, and all the top brands, either in terms of PSU, public sectors, listed, non-listed, are present in Bihar, and they are also required to fulfill all the compliances. And obviously, there is a scarcity of specialized professionals in Bihar, and so this demands a better taxation as well as compliance professionals and firms, and having a large business opportunity for them. Corporate income tax advisory opportunities in Patna. So these are the some of the opportunities: tax efficiency, structuring, incentive, and exemption. So there are many incentives being given by the government that required to be collaborated, properly planned, and there should be a proper relation with the government authorities to accept or avail all these incentive and assumptions. For that, also a professional services is required. So even incentive and exemption managing will be part of the package of professional services. International tax and treaties, compliance and reporting, dispute resolution and litigation support. This is one of the services where whenever you receive notices from the government or compliance or taxation authorities, in that case, you require to manage those notices and give proper reply to the authorities, and that further attract the professional services. tax due diligence and merger acquisition support, sectors focused advisory and local capability build. So these are the support services which is required in Bihar. In Bihar means the opportunities are there in Bihar, or it is open for any firm to avail this opportunity or encash this opportunity. Goods and service tax advisory services. The following categories of services can be given to the clients, irrespective of their size, either MSME, the corporate sectors, the public sector units, or the new startups which are coming. So these are the services, professional services, which can be customized for the requirement of the clients. Personal tax and wealth planning services. So these are the also the opportunities available. We can go and encash these opportunities also in Bihar. GST administration in Bihar. So this is the this is the way the demography of the GST administration in Bihar. There is a deal structure in Bihar. GST administration impacting Bihar is split between state commercial taxes and central GST central excise under the CBIC Ranchi zone offered based at Patna. So what does this attract? This means taxpayer interaction, registration, and many assessments are with state commercial taxes, larger central functions, intelligence, and certain enforcement fall under CGST, CBIC structures. So this requires proper management, and to manage that, again, you require the services of a professional. The state administrative map of Bihar, central office contact point. So considering the state GST administration in Bihar, the opportunities tailored for Bihar GST environment are tax administration and compliance transformation. State and dual administration creates divergence in process and data flow. So this require proper reconciliation. Similarly, data reconciliation and invoice IT integration services are required. Risk-based audit and intelligence services are required. Taxpayer outreach and capacity buildings are required. Similarly, these are specialized as per the sector requirement, whether it is construction, logistic, power, agri supply chains, and manufacturing. Bihar growth is sectoral, tailor tax advisory for input credit issue, composite schemes, reverse charges, place of supply complexities are the opportunities for any tax professionals or any tax firms, which can be availed. Moving ahead, transfer pricing consulting demand Patna. So these are the opportunities related to transfer pricings. Indirect tax custom advisory services. Classification of tariff advice. Indirect tax custom advisory services can again be part of the package product while giving the advisory services. Classification of tariff advice, valuation support, exemption and relief claims, compliance management, dispute and representations, operational efficiency, and local market opportunities. Compliance and regulatory advisory services, audit support, tax return reviews, dispute resolution to reduce penalties and protection. So there are multiple services which can be provided to the client, either in the form of audit support, tax return reviews, dispute resolutions, enhance transparency and strengthen client trust, mitigate financial and reputational risk, as well as tax advisory opportunities. So multiple line items can be part of the package product, which can be given to the clients in the form of consultancy services. Digital taxation and e-invoicing services for India, for Patna. So digital taxation or invoicing, since AI has reached to each and every nooks and corners of the country, Bihar is not left behind. All the AI tools, all the digitization tools are being used by the Bihar government either to manage their either to manage their taxation complexities or to manage the requirement of the end users. So all digital taxation and e-invoices services for Bihar state government are being properly used and utilized. E-invoicing implementation, real-time reporting. So again, the opportunities for any tax consultant will be for in such scenarios will be for e-invoicing implementation, real-time reporting, process designs, secure data management, risk reduction and cost control, local market opportunities, advisory and change management, and others. Enterprise competitive strength required to establish service in Patna. So either when you go for any advisory services or any tax consultancy services, the existing strength which can be leveraged in the markets are your global networks, your comprehensive expertise, your strong client relationships. Then there are some of the national clients, your advanced technology tools, you being the industry specialist, and you being the competitive edge in emerging markets. So these are the qualities of any new firms which can be leveraged when you enter the market of Bihar. Core tax consultancy services and client value, Patna opportunity. So you can have client for which you can help them for the tax planning for corporate and individual to optimize liabilities and cash flows. Indirect tax support either in the form of GST advisory, audit, refunds. Similarly, tax structuring and optimizations for transactions, investment and cross-border activity. Compliance and regulatory advisory, risk management and dispute solutions, and value delivers. So these are again the opportunities for core tax consultancy services for the clients. India taxation landscape, complexity and opportunities. Multiple tax layers across central and state levels increase compliance complexity, and as the complexity increase, the more the opportunity for any tax consultant or any tax firms is required. GST reforms and frequent changes in all the laws further further require modification in the existing ERP systems, and for that the services of professional are required. So these are further opportunities for any tax consultant in emerging the industry, considering the emerging revolution of industrial in Bihar. Why Patna strategic locations and market upside for PwC tax? Strategic location in Eastern India, connecting large region markets and trade corridors, emerging commercial hub, young expanding workforce resides in Bihar, active infrastructure development. The most, the maximum expenditure which has taken place in last 2 decades is the strengthening the infrastructure, the physical infrastructure connecting all the districts with highways, 4 lanes, 6 lanes, or through Atal Yojanas. So there are the major infrastructure. How does this help? This helps in all demography, whether it is e-commerce, whether it is marketing of agriculture product, whether it is movement of raw materials of industries. So the basic infrastructure is ready, and it's the requirement to go uplift those infrastructure and use those infrastructure in a proper way. And as I said, and as committed by the state government as well as the central government, the next decade, 1 and 2 decade, will be there for industrial revolutions in Bihar. Notable tax CA firms in Patna. So there almost 100 plus chartered accountants as well as LPP partnerships and some other firms are available in CA. However, the presence of big fours, direct office, the presence of big fours, and the next level of tax consultancy firms are still lacking in Bihar, lacking in Patna, and they have the huge opportunity in the state. Bihar growth sector driving tax consultancy. I have already shared the data, how the commercial data, the expenditure which has taken place in Bihar, and the more the expenditure, the more volume of the expenditure is increasing, the more taxation requirements will be there, and the more taxation requirement and compliance requirement will be there, the more the professional will be required to manage all those taxation and compliance requirement for all the industry, irrespective of whether it is MSME, listed, non-listed, corporate, PSU, private, public, small firms. So, I have built a small plan for just these are the basics plans, because uh, the actual plan can only be built when you have the complete products available in your hand, and also the complete plan is there in your hand. But however, the basics I have already built there. We can go through how we can start a business from scratch in this particular sector, and how we can take it ahead in the down the line 2 3 years. uh, to start with, how you can establish how you can establish in this market. You need to partnership and network leverage, take the advantage of networking. Marketing and business development strategy, Patna tax advisory. I have quoted some of the basics things which any industry, which any consultancy firm or taxation firms or any other industry start when if they want to establish, if they want to build businesses or clients in any demography. Some of the tailored services which is required for Patna market, the customizations which is required as demanded by the local markets. CSR and community engagement. So we all know CSR and community engagement in these days are the major USP in building the clients and in building your brand, taking your brand and giving visibility to the entire community who are present in this particular community. So this is one of the major activity which can be used for establishment in Bihar market. Client benefit summary, value propositions. Some of the values propositions which can which are basically based on the customizations, and how you can attract the clients and retain them. So obviously for any clients, the basic requirement is discipline, your expertise, their fulfillment of their deliverables, and for longer relationships, and the proper pricing of the products. Risk management and local market challenge. So obviously, when you enter any new market, there are certain risks, but however, all the risks can be mitigated with proper solutions. People management, project delivery, how we will take ahead. This has been quoted out here. We can go through it. Aligning digital transformation with tax regulatory compliance support, technology and innovations. So obviously, in the era of AI, Bihar is uh, a state which has also adapted and accommodated all the new tools and techniques of AI, either in the form of new ARP, the new taxation tools, the new data sharing tools, the requirement of clouds, and the requirement of the low cost ERP systems like Zoho, Tableau, Sage. 30, 60, 90 days plan. These are the basic plans, because to build the complete plans, lot more details are required. Business targets for first, second, third years. This has been built here. We can go through it. Target client segments. Who will be the client segment whenever you enter state like Bihar? So there are a lot of cultural diversity, lots of cultural demography includes in Bihar, which also needs to be mitigated, which also needs to be adapted whenever we venture the markets of Bihar. Thank you. This was a small PPT. Thank you.